it. They wasn't.
You can talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the fuck I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. We out here. We out here. I'm outside.
Okay.
I'm outside. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Hey.
Got a minor request. Hope everybody having a phenomenal morning. Got a small request, man. Stop hitting me and giving me my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas? His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around.
King Harris, the son of Grammy-winning rapper T.I. and reality TV star Tameka Tiny Harris, has been making headlines recently, but not for reasons his famous parents might be proud of. His name has been splashed across social media and entertainment news outlets, often accompanied by controversy and drama. Before diving into the specifics, let's take a step back to understand who King Harris is and how he's become such a polarizing figure. Born on August 25, 2004, King Harris grew up surrounded by fame, fortune, and a level of public scrutiny that most teenagers will never experience. His father, T.I., is a hip-hop legend with a career spanning decades, and his mother, Tiny, is a celebrated singer and songwriter who rose to fame as part of the R&B group Xscape. Together, T.I. and Tiny built a family empire that extended beyond music, including ventures into reality television with their hit show, T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle. For over a decade, fans have tuned in to watch the Harris family's life unfold, from their business ventures to their parenting challenges. As the middle child of 6, King grew up in the public eye, often featured on his family's reality show. From an early age, he was seen as outgoing and confident with a larger-than-life personality. Fans adored his cheeky charm and sense of humor, but as he grew older, his public image began to shift. At 19, King has transitioned from the playful kid on reality TV to a young adult navigating life in the spotlight, a transition that hasn't been without its challenges. While being born into privilege might seem like a dream, King's life has shown that fame and fortune can also bring immense pressure. Constantly in the shadow of his parents' success, King has had to carve out his own identity in a world where everyone is watching and judging. Over the years, his choices, both online and in real life, have sparked debates about celebrity parenting, the impact of fame on young people, and the fine line between personal growth and public missteps. King's story serves as a reminder that life as a celebrity kid isn't as glamorous as it might seem. The fame that brings red carpets and luxury can also bring judgment, pressure, and sometimes a path filled with controversy. For King, the challenge now lies in finding his way forward while the world watches every step he takes. So, what exactly sparked all the drama surrounding King Harris? Over the past few months, the 19-year-old has found himself at the center of multiple incidents that have left fans and critics alike raising their eyebrows. From fiery social media rants to public altercations, King has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons, fueling debates about his upbringing and the pressures of growing up in the limelight. One of the most talked about moments came when King was involved in a heated confrontation that quickly went viral. The video showed him engaging in a verbal altercation that escalated into a public spectacle, prompting widespread criticism online. Fans who had watched him grow up on T.I. and Tiny, The Family Hustle, were shocked by his behavior, while others weren't entirely surprised, pointing to previous instances where King's temper had made waves. Social media, as expected, lit up with opinions, with some defending him as a young man still finding his way, and others criticizing him as a product of privilege gone unchecked. The situation took an even more dramatic turn when T.I., King's father, felt compelled to publicly address his son's behavior. In an interview that made headlines, T.I. admitted that he was concerned about the path King seemed to be heading down. He didn't hold back, expressing frustration while also highlighting the unique challenges of raising a child in the public eye. "He's going to have to learn the hard way," T.I. remarked, hinting at a tough love approach that sparked its own debate online. Fans questioned whether T.I. and Tiny's parenting style contributed to King's rebellious streak, or if the pressures of fame were simply too much for the teenager to handle. As media outlets picked up the story, the narrative quickly shifted. People began asking the question, is King Harris spiraling out of control? Opinions varied, with some pointing to his famous lineage as a contributing factor, arguing that children of celebrities often struggle with identity and boundaries. Others suggested that King's behavior was reflective of typical teenage rebellion, magnified by the public platform he's been on since birth. Regardless of the reason, it's clear that King's recent actions have put his family in a difficult position, forcing them to confront their struggles in front of an audience that is eager to weigh in. Behind closed doors, T.I. and Tiny were grappling with challenges that many parents face, but with the added weight of fame amplifying every decision and mistake. Imagine trying to guide a teenager through life while the world watches and critiques your every move. T.I. has been particularly vocal about how difficult it's been to manage King's rebellious streak. In an interview, T.I. shared his frustration, stating, "Sometimes as a parent, you feel like no matter what you say or do, it doesn't get through. It's like talking to a brick wall." That raw moment revealed just how much King's behavior has weighed on him as a father, showing that even celebrities are not immune to the struggles of parenting. T.I.'s frustration doesn't just stem from being in the public eye, it's also deeply personal. As someone who has faced his own trials and tribulations, T.I. has expressed a desire to steer King away from making similar mistakes. He often reflects on his own past, using it as a cautionary tale for his children. But with King pushing boundaries and resisting guidance, T.I. admitted to feeling helpless at times. "You want to protect them from the world, but you also know they have to learn their own lessons. That's the hardest part," he said during a candid conversation. Tiny, on the other hand, has also opened up about the emotional toll of balancing fame and family life. In a recent interview, she talked about the unique challenges of parenting in the public eye. "It's not easy," she confessed. "You're constantly judged. People think they know your life because they see snippets of it online or on TV, but they don't know what really goes on." Tiny admitted that watching King struggle has been heartbreaking, but she remains hopeful. "At the end of the day, all we can do is love him and keep guiding him. That's what family does." Together, T.I. and Tiny are clearly trying their best to navigate this storm, but the cracks are starting to show. With each incident, the tension becomes more apparent, leaving fans and critics alike questioning what the future holds for their family. As expected, the internet exploded with opinions, turning King Harris's behavior into a hot topic across social media platforms. Fans and critics alike had plenty to say about the situation, and their responses painted a picture of just how polarizing this family drama has become. On one side, supporters of T.I. and Tiny empathize with the struggles of raising a teenager, especially one growing up in the harsh glare of fame. "It's hard enough raising kids without everyone watching your every move," one fan commented. "They're doing the best they can, and at the end of the day, kids are going to make their own choices." Many people pointed out that no parent is perfect, and every family has its challenges, just not as publicly as this one. On the other side of the debate, critics didn't hold back. Some accused T.I. and Tiny of being too lenient, suggesting that King's behavior was a direct result of a lack of discipline. "This is what happens when kids grow up with too much money and no boundaries," one detractor wrote. Others, however, took the opposite stance, claiming that T.I.'s strict parenting style and public handling of the situation might be pushing King to rebel even more. Maybe if they stopped airing their dirty laundry and let him be a kid, he wouldn't act out like this, another user speculated. This intense public divide highlights the unique challenges of being in the limelight. While most families deal with their issues privately, the Harris family has every misstep scrutinized and dissected by millions. The constant judgment adds another layer of complexity to an already difficult situation. It also raises an interesting question. How much of King's behavior is typical teenage rebellion, and how much of it stems from growing up in such an extraordinary environment? The debate also underscores the fascination the public has with celebrity families. Whether out of genuine concern, curiosity, or the desire to criticize, people are deeply invested in this story. But this begs the question, are we too quick to cast judgment without knowing the full story? Is King Harris simply navigating the challenges of adolescence, or could there be deeper issues at play that we're not privy to? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the world will be watching. So, what's next for King Harris and the Harris family? At this point, the future remains uncertain, and fans are eagerly watching to see how the situation will evolve. Both King and his parents have noticeably toned down their activity on social media, perhaps signaling a desire to handle their issues more privately. But with their family's history of transparency, it's hard to say whether this silence is temporary or part of a larger strategy to address the drama behind the scenes. For King, the road ahead could go in several directions. On one hand, this could be the wake-up call he needs to reflect on his actions and make a change. Many young adults go through rebellious phases, and with the right guidance and support, King could very well turn things around. He has the advantage of being surrounded by successful role models in his family, as well as access to resources that could help him channel his energy into something positive, like music, entrepreneurship, or even philanthropy. After all, the Harris family has long been involved in community projects and giving back, something King could lean into as a way to rebuild his image. On the other hand, if the current pattern continues unchecked, it's possible that King's behavior could lead to even more controversy, placing further strain on his family. The public nature of his struggles means that any misstep is amplified, and the court of public opinion can be unforgiving. This puts added pressure on T.I. and Tiny, who not only have to parent through these challenges, but also navigate the media firestorm surrounding their family. As for the Harris family as a whole, one thing remains clear. They're no strangers to the spotlight, and their willingness to address their issues openly is part of what keeps people invested in their story. Whether through public statements, interviews, or reality TV, the Harris family has always shared their lives with fans, warts and all. This openness has its pros and cons. It fosters connection with their audience, but also invites scrutiny. So, will King Harris rise above the controversies and mature into a more grounded individual? Or is this just the beginning of a new chapter in his life, filled with even more challenges? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The Harris family's journey will continue to be a topic of fascination. Fans and critics alike will be watching closely as this saga unfolds, hoping for the best, or bracing for more drama. So what do you think? Will King Harris find his way and rise above the controversies, or are we bracing for another chapter in this ongoing family saga? The story of King and the Harris family has sparked endless debates online, and your perspective matters just as much as anyone else's. Is King just another teenager navigating the struggles of growing up, amplified by fame, or is there something deeper at play? We'd love to hear your take on it, so make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Family drama is nothing new in the world of celebrities, but what makes this story so captivating is how relatable some aspects of it are. Yes, T.I. and Tiny are major stars, but at the end of the day, they're also parents dealing with a rebellious teen, something many families can relate to. The added pressure of public scrutiny, however, creates a unique dynamic that keeps fans invested. Are the Harris family's challenges a result of fame? Or would they be facing similar struggles even if they weren't in the limelight? It's a conversation worth having, and we're eager to see where you stand. While we wait to see what happens next, this story is a reminder of how complex family relationships can be, especially when fame and fortune are involved. It's easy to pass judgment from the outside, but at its core, this is a family trying to figure things out, just like any other. Whether you think King will change his ways or continue down this dramatic path, one thing is certain: the Harris family has a knack for keeping us all intrigued. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Hollywood Stars Unfiltered community. We're here to bring you the latest celebrity updates, from jaw-dropping scandals to feel-good moments, and we don't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.